We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Shawn Harvey here from Edmonton, Alberta, soon to be Alberta, United States of America, with my boy Dennis Diaz, who's running for president. Man, we're going to give you some raw goods, guys. Most people can't handle the truth. We want to share with you why it makes the most sense for us to join the United States, our allied brothers from many years. And we can make history together as a team, united as one. Dennis, where you at, brother?
Oh, I'm right here in the great state of California. We are launching Operation Secure. We are taking care of the homeless. We're doing a lot of great things. And right now, being with my boy Shawn, all the way in Alberta, might be part of the United States. You never know. But it's a pleasure to be here, my brother. Finally, we did it. And that proves that we never quit. We get the job done, baby.
100%. So we just want to share with you, Dennis, why it makes the most sense. We're going to help educate you a little bit. And you're a very smart guy. You're way smarter than I am. But, excuse me, we as Albertans, as Western Canadians, have the richest amount of resources naturally in any other province or state in all of North America. We got oil. We got gas. We got lumber. We have. And it's amazing because I know this as a fellow truck driver. I have friends that have been driving transport truck for a very long time, like I have, over 30 years. And our refineries in West Edmonton, they come up from the state of Washington 2 loads a week to get a load of fuel, whether it be gasoline or diesel fuel for their vehicles, and they take it down south across the border. Imagine what that would do for Albertans in the industry that we're in with oil and gas to be able to get rid of that border that shouldn't have been there in the first place. Lots of people are back to work. Lots of people are thriving again. And I want to say this, guys. I've never met anybody that does what Dennis is doing right now before he's even becoming the president of the United States. Everybody talks about, oh, when I become, I'm going to do this. No, this boy right here is doing it now, and he's not even president yet. So what does that tell you on his character about what he says he's going to do for the people? That to me right there, bro, is hands down. I'm a veteran's son, so I know exactly the veterans homelessness in Canada and the United States is wow. It's critically it's at a critical stage. Homelessness for regular civilians, same thing. We got so many challenges in the world that we have nobody taking action. And I believe Dennis is taking action. I've seen what he's doing. I mean, when I was talking to him on the phone the other day, he's telling me he's driving across the country. I didn't even realize he had his CDL, his Class 1 license, driving that freaking truck across the country. And I'm like, what? What the hell? Are you serious? I've been driving a truck for 30 years. And I was like, man, I got 3.5 plus million kilometers underneath my belt. And the guy right beside me, guys, who's running for president is driving that freaking truck across the states of Wyoming and Nebraska and Colorado to get to California to go and serve the homeless community in California. That to me right there, guys, is, man, I want to be on that mission. I want to be on that vision with you. And that's why I'm glad that we connected, because I'm going to be driving one of those rental trucks someday, and we're going to go make a big difference in the community by giving back, because the more you give, the more you get, and the law of reciprocity is amazing when you do that. And people want to know that you really care. Take it away, brother.
Nice. So for all this, since I know this is going to be shared all over the place. Hi, everybody. I'm 2020 presidential candidate, Mr. Dennis Diaz. Also, I'm the commander-in-chief of the Diaz Task Force, a task force that rescues men, women, and children from human and sex trafficking. Right now, we are in the great state of California, and we are launching Operation Secured, in which what we are doing, Diaz for President, is doing right now is we are buying a whole bunch of abandoned buildings and towns. We are fixing them, and we are housing the homeless. But it's not just a handout. Diaz, Mr. Dennis Diaz does no handouts. What we actually doing is also we are training them, giving them jobs so they can be a much better productive member of society. A lot of people, one thing that people don't know is homeless people, they're not about drugs and so on. Yeah, you have a couple bad apples as anywhere. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people want to go back to work. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm giving them jobs and turning that light at the end of the tunnel so they can continue to do the right thing. I know that Mr. Shawn over here, my brother from another mother, he been talking about Alberta coming to state. So I did some research. Also, I talked to a lot of Canadians, and they are all about it. Albertans, or should I say? You never know. It will work. One thing that I do want to address is I'm not planning to overpower you, or it's a promise that I'm not gonna overpower you. There's something called divide and conquer, excuse me, and that's not what I'm gonna be doing. I want the great people of Alberta to actually decide if they actually want to join forces with the great United States, and then we'll take it from there. So it's not gonna be taking over you or your families or the land. I don't do that. The United States is not gonna do that as well. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna join forces, and we're gonna do things that is gonna lead by example and pave the way for generations to come. That's my goal.
100%. And I did this on this live, and I know I tried to invite you in when I did a Facebook live. But here's the thing, guys. Too many people for a very long time have been keeping quiet. We can't keep quiet to this important topic, important situation that we're in. We are at a critical mass right now where we need to say, you know what? Enough's enough. We need to get the heck out of here, separate from the most corrupt government. I mean, if you don't see what's going on in the news right now today, I would highly encourage you to get a checkup from the neck up, because it's all negative news. And he is wasting billions of dollars, millions of dollars. And you know what? He has no respect for Canadian citizens anymore. He's all about the immigrants. No disrespect to the immigrants. My wife is one. Dennis is one. And I say this with love. You guys left your countries to come to America and Canada for safety, for security, and for an opportunity. That is your right. But what is happening is when you love terrorists more than you love law-abiding citizens that just want to have a better life because of where they grew up, Puerto Rico, the Philippines, the list goes on. That to me says that our piece of work prime minister really needs, he needs some help. He needs some serious help. But me as a Canadian, I'm not going to stick around waiting for him to get help. He's already made our country a mess. Now there's only way, we're at the bottom of the worst we've ever been. It's now we got to go up, because we're at rock bottom. And here's what people don't understand. We're at the highest amount of homelessness, highest amount of drug use, highest amount of foreclosures with people losing their homes, highest amount of bankruptcies, highest amount of repossession of cars, highest amount of taxes. The list goes on and on and on. And when Dennis and I connected, we have the same outlook on the future for the people. And I want to be the voice of that, to say, you know what? Together, each achieve more, and we can move mountains together. Outsiders like us can change the world by educating others that being quiet is not acceptable any longer, because our kids, long after we're gone, are going to be left to clean up this mess. And I pray to God for the people that stick around with the corrupt corporation in Canada. I pray for them, because they're going to need a lot of it.
Absolutely. Small correction. Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
No, it is. It is now. It is now. So but back then it wasn't.
So, but the fact of the matter is that we have to start coming in together. If Alberta truly wants to become a state of the United States and start doing right and leave Canada and do things the good way and fight the good fight, everybody needs to come in together. Like I said before, I'm not gonna start a war, even if I have the power to conquer Alberta. So it's really important that there are great people of Alberta join forces, and also the rest of the West Side. Hey, I'll give you guys a little hint. Take notice on what they're doing, because it might actually be a good idea to get the rest of the West as well. We can all help together. But if you guys keep waiting, don't take action, then nothing is going to happen. That's why it was an honor and privilege when I asked my brother Shawn to listen. I need somebody as smart as you to be the ambassador for Canada. I cannot do everything by myself. And it was a great honor when he actually accepted. So the type of people that I bring in are really smart people. And so it's really important that if you, Alberta, wants to become a state of the United States, and we're gonna be working hand in hand together, you guys, it's really important that you don't stay quiet. You keep moving forward and start coming in together. You know what I mean? And my brother got the American flag over there. He actually, I'll give you guys a little secret. So Diaz for President has a store, right? And on that store, when people buy from that store, usually it's shipped and it goes away, to the customer and so on. And my brother wanted one of these ties, the official tie. And so I'm like, okay, my brother, so I'm gonna do things different with you. So went ahead, paid the invoice. Then from there, my wife wrote the letter, autographed it. Then I'm supposed to also autograph the other section, but I told my wife, no, send it out anyway so he get it fast. Cause the only time that I'm gonna autograph it, I'm gonna autograph the back part of the tie when I see him in person in an official Diaz for President rally in Alberta, Canada. And that hasn't been done yet in history. So this is being taken a lot more seriously than you think.
100%. I mean, when your life depends on it, Dennis, like you got to be so loud and proud. And I know there's a lot of introverts in the world. There's a reason why our country is in such a shamble right now. We have too many introverts. My vision for what I want to do in my life and my business is to be on television, to be on the radio. I was on the radio the other day with Dennis, and I just call him up. We had a conversation with Mike Phillip from American Knock Radio, and what happened? Somebody canceled. Somebody whatever, and boom, we got a text message and a phone call. Can you be on? Yep, no problem. And we made it happen. And that's
Phillip is the man.
We could have said, you know what? No, I'm busy right now, and we could have made excuses. See, excuse-itis has taken over our great nations. Oh, we can do it later. We can do it, down the road. No, our lives depend on this separation. We need to get rid of the corrupt corporation of Canada, and this is a must because our lives depend on it. That's why we went and got uncomfortable, and we made it happen for you guys. Hello? You guys in there watching, because our future generations are counting on us to set a better example, and that's what we're doing.
Absolutely. And I truly can't wait. And if you guys got any questions or anything, I don't know how this technology stuff works, but by all means, ask you questions at the whole 9 yards because it's really important. I want to hear from you. Also, don't be afraid to let your family members and friends know. And listen, you need to watch this and let me know what you think. Teamwork makes the dream work, and we are here to accomplish things, everything as a team. So let's make things happen. And the sooner we take action, massive action, and we take care of business, the better it's gonna be in the long run.
Yes,
no time
sir.
to go night night. No time to go to sleep. You sleep when I sleep. I only sleep 4 hours a day.
We got lots of time to sleep when we're dead. I tell that all the time, and you know what? Our lives depend on it so much that's what we need to do. That's why it's a must. And everybody's all the time. Tony Robbins talks about it. You should have this, and I should have seen Grandma Moore before she passed away, and I should have. Stop shooting all over yourselves and make it a must because our future generations are counting on us, and they're watching us to see what we're doing, and we're going to go stand up for what we believe is right, because we can't stay connected to a Canadian corporation that's corrupt.
Absolutely. So one of the things, one of the advice that I will give a veterans is, look at what Puerto Rico did when the governor of Puerto Rico was found that he was corrupted. Puerto Ricans, they didn't make a fight, nothing. They boycotted the whole freaking island, little freaking island, bro. Everybody came in together and kicked the governor out. You're fired. And Albertans need to do the same thing. Alberta is what, about 3.7 million or 4.1 million people in the population in Alberta. It's
Yeah.
something like that. It's very similar. And so I need all them great people to come forces and fire whoever you need to fire for a better future for yourselves and your children and generations that don't even exist just yet. So everything starts with you. You don't need to start a riot. Besides, I know Canadians, and Canadians, I'm gonna tell you right now, they're the coolest freaking people on earth. They are really freaking cool. Like I have friends that were Canadians, born in Canada, and got a United States citizen, and that's cool. And I know also Canadians that are in the United States that are still Canadian citizens, and they're freaking cool. And besides, it will be a good hockey game too. Let's see who can do better. But the fact of the matter is that Canada is amazing people. Just come together and stop being afraid. Look up to a better future, and let's take care of business the right way. That's all it is.
100%. Now, the only challenge that we have is we have to get rid of all forms of government in Canada. That's why we want to separate. And then we're free to do whatever we want, because we've got one corrupt politician in Alberta that's controlling everything, that's just as corrupt as the other one, because he's fed from Ottawa. So we need to get rid of all of it. So here's my scenario. We need to take the trash out as Canadian citizens from the West, set a precedent that Alberta is separating, and then hopefully people will have an open mind to come with us, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Yukon, and then we'll do what we need to do. That's what has to happen. We got to become a sovereign nation first, and cut the umbilical cord from Eastern Canada and the corrupt government, and whoever's going to join our parade will join. And I pray for everybody that wants to stay around, because it's not going to be good. It's not good right now. We can't keep on keeping on the way we have been for 200 years. We're destined for financial destitute right now.
But I don't know, but the United States say that you guys got free freaking healthcare. I mean, the entire Republican platform, Democratic platform, it says that you guys got it so good, especially with free healthcare and the whole 9 yards. That's what America thinks. We look up to free healthcare and so on. What are you talking about?
We are taxed through the nose. We pay 5% GST, which is a government sales tax. We don't have any PST, which is a provincial sales tax, but everything else is all under the rug. So most Albertans, I'll speak for Albertans as I'm one of those, thinks that we got it so good. So I'm going to give you a scenario for yourself, Dennis, and then for the people that are watching. If I pay $30,000 a year in Alberta, Canada today on $80,000+ worth of income, as an example, if I make that same income in Alberta, United States, I'll pay $15,000, saving $15,000 in taxes that I was overcharged here. And that's only on income. There's many others, but we'll just keep it simple for right now. I saved myself $15,000 compared to the 30 I have over here in Alberta, Canada. People are all about, free healthcare. Guess what? I can go buy a healthcare plan in the United States of America. That's a Cadillac plan for roughly $500-$600 a month, which is $6,000 a year. Take that from the 15 that I saved. How much does that leave? That leaves $9,000 extra that I can go and do whatever I want with, and I'm still better off than the $30,000 that I had here. That's where people get totally disillusioned about that it's free. It's not free. It costs us a boatload of money, and it's not even that good. And people are dying because they have to wait for tests that if we were a part of the United States, they would have found out today that you had cancer. They would have got you in for the testing. They would have saved your life, and you'd still be around 24 months later. Unlike now, where some of the testing you have to wait 12, 15, 18, 24 months for because the waiting list and the healthcare system is so overpacked with waiting lists. People are dying when we could actually solve that problem and keep them around.
Absolutely, and the reason that I was being so sarcastic is so my American great ones can actually see that the stuff that they do is not free. In in the United States, yeah, everything is not fine and dandy. I'll be lying to the entire world if I say, "Hey, we got everything all figured out." But the fact of the matter is, our system is actually better. But not only that, with me, I'm gonna be making it even better than it actually is now. So, because the frame is gonna be turned around in a lot of things. I'm not gonna get really specific on everything. We'll be here for 5, 6 hours, just the minimum. But the fact of the matter is that that's why the socialism crap that you guys see on TV is not gonna work. You're hearing from you're hearing it directly from an amazing person, Shawn in Alberta, Canada. So leave that socialism stuff aside and let's get down to business. I know that even a lot of my Canadian friends, they want to become have free trade. They want to become entrepreneurs and stuff like that. That's also really important, and that's right now it's not happening in Canada, is it?
No. 100%
See,
no.
you see what I mean. So it's really important that we work together. It's give and take. Alberta, the way that I personally see it, and just for the disclosure, Mr. Dennis A. Diaz, I'm running for president, and I approve this message. The fact of the matter is that um, when there's plenty of give and take. There's some things in Alberta that they need the good old fashioned American way. Now, Albertans, on the other hand, have a lot, and not only the resources, not only the oil and so on, because a lot of people will definitely think, "Oh, you got resources and oil, so that means that you need some freedom, man. We're gonna take over." I'm not here to take over. So they have resources too, and the people from damn, I get stuck always because I want to say Albania, and that's would have been correct. And the fact of the matter is, the people in Alberta, they also have a lot of resources, and the people are great. So truly, it's a partnership. We're gonna take on under our wing. We're gonna work together, and we're gonna create a much better future. This is what this is all about. Am I wrong, bro?
No, that's good, man. And all of the companies that left Alberta will come back because the number one reason why a lot of these big corporations like Ecana left and other corporations that were here when Alberta was doing good is because the corrupt government of Ottawa put all this taxing crap on there, and they say, whoa, it's cheaper for us to pay millions of dollars to move back to the United States and coordinate everything from the US versus Alberta, Canada, which would soon become Alberta, United States. Once we get rid of that gate that's in between the Alberta and Montana border, and we put up a wall, I love that idea. Put up a wall east of Manitoba for Ottawa. For the ones that want to stay, they can stay. No disrespect to my Canadians in the East. Your mind's like a parachute. It's only good to you when it's open. We will take you in with open arms, but I'm telling you right now that you guys are in the worst province right now, being Ontario, which is Ottawa, because of what's going on right there. It's bad for everybody, and I say this from my heart, from the Western Canada to Ottawa and east of Ottawa. People in the East really need to wake up because we're starving here in Alberta, but our corrupt government's buying Saudi oil that you guys are heating your homes on, and we're like carbon taxed through the nose. And that happened when? Not that long ago. I think it was January the 1st. So just throwing that out there, that if you don't know that, that's what's happening. And that's why Westerners are pissed. We need to get the hell out. And that's it. With or without you, we're leaving. We'd rather be with you because we'll have a greater future together. But if not, best of luck to you. God bless you. I pray for the ones that stay, because this place is a mess and we need to change it now.
Absolutely. I'm going to build a wall. Just kidding. Freaking everything is gonna work out. The thing is that the people have the choice. Make sure that you make the right choice. That way we can do a lot more things together. This is the opportunity that is one in a lifetime. Nobody else, including the current president of the United States right now, Donald J. Trump, is backed up by 196 countries. Only I am. So the fact of the matter is, the only reason other countries love the idea of me becoming president and working together is because I'm not feeding you a whole bunch of crap. I'm actually listening to you as an entrepreneur, figuring out how we can work things together, how we can have a much better future, and that's how we work in things. Nobody else is backed up by 196 other countries, man. It just doesn't happen. I mean, and now the fact that Alberta want to come in and actually work with the United States, that's actually an opportunity that we should definitely take. Never forget that the fact that the United States was built on our immigrants. That's why we received the Statue of Liberty from France. So definitely we need to do a much better job. We're gonna do a much better job, and this is the opportunity that Albertans and the United States can take. And by the way, the star is already on the flag. Just saying.
Well, there was 13 colonies. There's actually 14, which is Nova Scotia. I'm gonna show you guys this real quick, because this is gonna blow your mind on this picture. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a picture of North America. Can you see that okay, Dennis?
Oh yeah.
So you look at that there, guys. That is a picture of what should have been. And actually, Benjamin from the 51st State Group, he's amazing. I love him like a brother, just like you, Dennis. He's an American citizen. He knows more about Canada and the United States than most Canadians or Americans put together. And he said this when he was going through the documents from way back when, long before we were all around. He said this, that if somebody in the governmental department way back when that document was sent to the Canadian government back hundreds of years ago had been able to read, keyword, had been able to read, we would have already been a part of the United States. Let that sink in for a second. So because only 1 in 5 person could read way back when in the 1700s, we got the short end of the stick, and we got left with a corrupt government because we had a corrupt government back then, because otherwise we would have already been a part of the United States. Isn't that mind-blowing to you? Hello? Hello? I'm talking to you. When I seen that, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? See, so don't believe everything that you hear. This is factual. It's in documents. It was ignored because people couldn't read. So now we are fighting for our sovereignty to get rid of corrupt corporation Canada, because we were led to believe it was a country. And now we want to lock arms with our American brothers and sisters from the US, because we have more in common with them than anything else. And I believe that we are at the best time to do that, and we need to speak loudly together to make that happen. Because great things will happen when it does. When you get rid of that corporation of Canada, they're no longer stealing our money, sending it east. We got a great future ahead. Our future is really bright.
Absolutely. And like I said before, this is gonna be on YouTube. This is gonna go on the presidential page as well on the Whole Nine Yards. Alberta is part of my presidential platform 2020. And if you guys got any questions, concern, make sure that you send either Sean an email or put this in the comments on the Whole Nine Yards. Sean actually overlooks every single comment, and so do I. So we can give you the most accurate, perfect information at the same time, because you are really important, and this is a great opportunity for the United States and the Alberta side. So it's really important that everybody actually do their part and pitch in.
Amen.
Oh, another thing.
I'm just sharing that to our page. Go ahead.
Actually, another thing is I challenge my ambassador Sean and my brother Sean. I challenged him. You know what I told him? I tell you exactly what I told him. I told him that there is no way that me giving him a link, he can raise $100,000, because we need that to do a lot of good stuff in our Alberta as well. I told him that he can do it. He can do it. I tell you right now, I don't think he's gonna be able to make it happen. So you know what I say? We went to war. We were in a challenge right now, and he raises that $100,000 to help you. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna take a pie, man, and dump it on the rally. He's gonna freaking take it and throw it in my face. And he raises that $100,000. I mean, I don't think he's gonna do it. I tell you what, he's gonna put the link on the comments and the whole 9 yards, and I would say if he doesn't do it by the time I get to the rally, you know what's gonna happen? I get to do it to him. And my pie is gonna be really extra creamy, man. So I tell you right now, the fact of the matter is, help him win and throw a pie to my face. It's only $100,000, and every single penny counts. So and the link is gonna be in the comments. You guys gonna see it somewhere down below, and help them out. Cause if not, oh, my pie is heavy too. Oh man, I can't just wait. So don't let that happen to him. Help your brother Sean over here. Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro. God bless you, man. I'm gonna post it in the underneath the video. I think it's the right one. Secure. I think that's the one. You can confirm, but I'll put it below the video as well.
Awesome.
In the comments on our. Yeah, it's there already. Okay, I'll just give it a couple times so that people there should be good to go now.
Beautiful thing.
But you know what, guys? I've been excited before. I've never been more excited, and my wife can attest to this, about us becoming free once and for all, and truly getting that 14th colony to life, because we've already should have been there. Just my 2 cents. Because we must do this for our kids. This isn't about me. This isn't about Dennis. This is about future generations. Because long after we're gone, he's got 6 kids. I got 4 kids. They're going to be looking at us going, well, that my grandfather, my dad, just rolled over and played dead when the Canadian government took advantage of the people and just rolled over and played dead. And we're going to fight. We're not going to fight with guns and violence and any of that craziness, because there's enough of that going on in the world. But we're going to fight for the right cause. And the right cause is for us to be free again, because truly we've never been truly free in Canada. And I would much rather be a part of the United States knowing that I can be free. So I don't have to freeze my anatomy off when it's minus 32 degrees Fahrenheit. 2.5 weeks ago, it was that, Dennis. We had that conversation.
Oh, yeah.
It is cold as AF, and I would much rather be on the beach in Florida at plus 32 degrees, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. I would love that.
Welcome
Everybody
to
that wants
Miami.
to work in the cold can work in the cold. It would be awesome. But work in the cold is meant to be work in the cold for the oil and gas industry, because we would then thrive again. becoming the number one oil production, oil sales on the entire globe because of what we could do for the state of Alberta and the country of North America.
Absolutely. Um, So once again, it's really important that we join forces and we take care of business the right way. So today we discuss number one, what will be the benefits of Alberta and the United States coming together as one. Also, what's gonna be so great about the people in the Alberta and the United States to actually come together, and the pie on the face challenge. And I tell you, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. I always win. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. My pie always gonna be ready. Oh, you better be quicker than that. So it's gonna be fun. But my fellow Americans and my great Albertans, please make sure that we get everything is really important that we come together and we work hard. Hold on, I got somebody knocking on the hotel door. I got no clue why. Hold on. Hello. No, I'm good to go, honey. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Not a problem. Room service. Okay. They're working kind of late, huh? No, but the fact of the matter is, I pretty soon I'm gonna have to get going. I hope it's the homeless. But the fact of the matter is, so when it comes to the Albertans and the United States, we need to, as the people, we need to come together and do an amazing job. We can supplement each other, and that's what we are all about, helping one another. Especially if somebody is that serious to be part of the United States. Maybe we should have an opening ear and see an open mind and see how we can actually work things together. Another thing is for his campaign, Sean is the number one person. He is the chairman of the board, the number one ambassador when it comes to Alberta. So everybody and the entire nation of Canada. He's the one in charge. He's the big man with the belt. So the fact of the matter is, anybody in the great nation of Canada, you never know, United States maybe, but the fact of the matter is, anybody got any questions, you can also go directly to him. He is endorsed and he is the number one person that you can contact, and he will give you the right information. Whatever he says, I approve. We are working together. That's why I asked him to please become part of us and help us work together. And that's exactly what we're doing. So, Sean, I freaking love you, bro. Brothers for life, man. Brother for life. So the
Dios
fact
lo
of the matter
bendiga.
is,
I gotta learn Espanol
always
more.
nice.
And guys,
So,
I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything, but I know enough to be dangerous in a good or bad way, and I choose to use it for a good way for our children. Does that make sense? And I wear my heart on my sleeve. I talk from the heart. My mind is open. My heart is open to receive the world's abundance so we can go and be great again, be free from the corrupt corporation of Canada, and that we can do what we want to do, and that's control our destinies by becoming a state. All right, guys, I think
absolutely.
we're good. You want to do a last final closing remarks, Mr. President?
Oh, behave. My fellow great ones around the world, you know exactly who I am. We have actually learned today. Another thing that you guys can do is you guys can send him an email anywhere around the world. You can send Sean an email at Sean.Harvey at DiazForPresident.com. That is Sean.Harvey at DiazForPresident.com. Didn't I say he was my ambassador? Don't forget, the link is going to be somewhere in there. Please donate to the presidential campaign. It's really this money is going to be used actually to be able to help Albertans and the United States come together. And we are planning to do an amazing rally. And you donate, you also gonna get free tickets to the rally. And you never know, you might be front row when either Sean gets a pie to the face or I get a pie to the face. Who do you want to get a pie in the face? You decide, but in order for that to happen, you have to donate, donate, donate. And anything works. You don't need to be rich. Trust me. Every single penny works, and at the same time, it's gonna go to a good cause, not the pie in the face. And on a suit, you know what's gonna happen to the suit? It's gonna get ruined. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. I like the rallies, especially working with my brother. Trust me, I'll give him a hug and a kiss. And it has nothing to do with being gay. If you're gay, that's good for you. But guess what? I don't play that game. But that's my brother, bro. So, anyways, let's work together. Let's do an amazing job. All children are counting on it. On it. May God bless you. May God bless your families. May God bless the good old Alberta. You never know. Hopefully, United States, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm Mr. Dennis A. Diaz, 2020 presidential candidate, and I approve this message.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. God bless Alberta. God bless you. We love you. Thank you so much, guys. We can do this together. Together, each achieve more. See you on the next live, guys. Take care. God bless.
Oh, yeah.